Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. Coming right up, we've got Oregon AAA American Legion Area 4 Baseball. The final day of the regular season as the Medford Mustangs, who have clinched first place in Area 4, taking on a Central Oregon Generals team that is fighting for its playoff life as they duke it out with Eugene for that number 3 spot. And, of course, whoever emerges from that will end up moving on to the play-in round. And looking at our schedule coming up, that game will come up tomorrow as they'll play, whether it be Eugene or whether it be Redmond, they'll take on the Dallas Dirtbags. I'll tell you what, when it comes to baseball, you got to love a name like that. So we're winding things down for the regular season. Glad you could join us. You're watching coverage of the Medford Mustangs and the Redmond Generals here on TableRockSports.net. I'm Jim McCoy. Alongside me is Kyle Clements. And we're getting ready to wind this down for the next up for the Medford Mustangs. They've punched their ticket, and they'll be ready for Saturday. They'll get a few days rest in between. We're here for Game 1, and always looking forward to here's an opportunity for Evan Roden as he takes to the mound for the Mustangs to end his season on a high note after a really wild doubleheader that took place last Wednesday.
Sure. Yeah, a big opportunity for Roden to finish strong. Kind of weird when you think about it, Jim. You know, you're going to have Eugene, you're going to have Grants Pass, kind of both hoping the Mustangs pull out both this afternoon.
Yeah, it's an interesting place to be. While this is going on, we've got Eugene and Grants Pass doing a doubleheader up north. And I tell you, one of the things that you realize is what a very competitive league that this has been. While Medford has really got off to the hot start and never really looked back, had their first mini run of trouble last week, losing 2 in a row. But the sweep on Saturday indicates that they're back on the winning track. But you realize when that Grants Pass, who's theoretically in last place, has a chance to be a pretty significant spoiler. It makes you realize how competitive baseball is here in Southern Oregon.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, for Medford, Jim, you know, they don't owe Eugene any favors, right? You know, if the Medford coaching staff comes into this doubleheader and says, right, you know, we've secured our spot in the postseason, you know, let's experiment with some stuff. Let's have a new pinch runner. Let's throw someone else out on the hill. Then they're within their rights to do so. It's going to be an interesting 2 games.
It certainly will. And what's interesting, and we'll give you the starting lineup here in a little bit. It looks like Coach John King is going to come out there with his best position players, and he's going to throw. I don't know. We've had a good look at several Mustangs pitchers over the course of this season. Whether you're talking about Evan Roden or Dom Daffron or Freeman Roundtree, throw Mason Baker into that mix. As far as who is the ace of the staff is concerned, I really can't say. I mean, it's the type of thing where maybe I would say that Roundtree has posted the best numbers thus far. But if there's a pitcher who has a penchant to dominate, I think it would be Evan Roden. And then you got a guy like Dom Daffron. I kind of think of him as being Medford's kind of cerebral pitcher. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, but he's the kind of guy that puts it in the right place where it gets hit to the fielders and they take care of the rest.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking at the pitching rotation from top to bottom, Jim, it would be a task in itself to find the best Mustangs pitcher, right? You could say it's Mason Baker. You could say it's Dom Dafford. You could make an argument for Evan Roden as well. There's so many guys that when they're on are just borderline unhittable.
Absolutely. Well, here, when we go ahead and take a quick timeout, we're just moments away from game time. We'll have the starting lineups for you, and then we'll get set for action. It is the Generals and the Mustangs getting ready to square off here on TableRockSports.net.
In the heart of the Rogue Valley, RVTD connects us all, not just through miles traveled, but also through time. With renewable technologies and more convenient ways to get around, RVTD's building a future that keeps our region connected. Public transportation isn't just about getting from here to there. It's about the journey, past, present, and future. Rogue Valley Transportation District, celebrating 50 years of moving our community forward.
Don't miss the President's Day sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 25 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
But
at Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
welcome back to Harry and David Field, and this is one of those days. Well, once again, we have the customary wind that seems to always accompany us at game time, which I imagine if you're out on the field, it kind of takes the edge off, although it might make for some adventures out in the field. But here at game time, 80 degrees, so it's about a good 15 to 20 degrees cooler than what we were experiencing in terms of weather last week. The coaches are gathered at home plate with the umpiring crew. This home and away doubleheader is the second meeting between the two squads here over the course of the last 3 days. Looking at the scores from Saturday, it was the Mustangs with a sweep, but be sure that the SunWest Redmond Generals made them earn it. The opening game was a 6-5 game that went to extra innings. It was a game where, and actually through the course of the doubleheader, the Generals out-hit the Mustangs. In game one, the Mustangs had 7 hits, while the Generals had 12 for the game. But the Mustangs making the most of their opportunities. Jackson Rosenthal, who continues to swing a hot bat, was 2 for 4 in the game with a run scored and an RBI. Sean McFall back on track with his hitting, 2 for 4 with a pair of runs scored and a run batted in. Brady Patterson ended up driving in a pair of runs. And then Jake Lewis ended up picking up the win in relief. In game number 2, Rosenthal ends up going yard. He picks up his second home run of the season, and he drove in 3 for the game. Then in terms of other hitting, actually the Mustangs only had 4 hits, but they didn't need a whole lot. Freeman Roundtree in 6 2/3 innings only gave up a pair of runs, so he continues his hot pitching. Jake Lewis came on in relief to pick up the save, so what it ended up doing is really kind of created a very interesting picture in the Area 4 standings, where you have now Redmond and Eugene fighting for that number 3 spot, while the Roseburg Dock Stewarts are in second. We're going to go ahead and take a time up here pretty shortly as they go to the national anthem. It'll give us an opportunity to thank our sponsors, including Our title sponsor, Lithia Jeep Dodge Chrysler, where you can find great deals on the lot or at lithiasuperstore.com. And by Rogue Credit Union with locations throughout Southern Oregon to serve you. Table Rock Sports is also grateful for great sponsors that have been around for a long time, such as Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less, and then John L. Scott Real Estate scoreboard sponsors for Table Rock Sports. We're doing the opening game of the doubleheader, so make sure if you can't make game one and you happen to be local to Medford, come on by. There will be a second game coming up at 7:30 as this is slated for a 5 o'clock first pitch. Glad you could join us and stick around. We'll have the starting lineups and the contest for you coming up right after this.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes.
Parents.
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes in stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options as far as a fresh dessert go. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherm's, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherm's Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
The playing of our national anthem. We're just about ready for game time. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for this afternoon's contest. Game 1 of a double dip. Redmond fighting for their playoff lives. They'll get first ups as the visitor today, and their lineup will look like this. It'll be Eli Pupo playing center field and leading off. Hitting second in the order will be the shortstop, McCovey Williams. Austin Dean will hit third and play catcher. The cleanup man playing first base is Brady Fisher. Camden Hartlob is the second baseman in the 5 spot. The number 6 man is the DH, Caden Cooper. Cole Cooper will play third base and hit 7th. The number 8 hitter is Brady Kennedy playing right field, and the number 9 hitter is the left fielder, Gage Martinez. Pitching will be Griffin Sanchez. Defensively, for the Mustangs, the infield, Tristan Malari at first, Keegan Painter at second. Over at third will be Sean McFall. Keller Bloodworth will man the shortstop position. The outfield from left to right, it's Cade Pedersen in left field. Over in center is Easton Curtis. And patrolling right field will be Jackson Rosenthal. The battery, it is Brady Patterson behind the plate. And the pitcher today will be Evan Roden, the right-hander out of South Medford. His last outing against the Eugene Challengers on Wednesday, it was a wild affair that the Mustangs were able to pull out. But one of the top pitchers on the team, really kind of right in that mix of Dom Daffron and also Freeman Roundtree, Mason Baker, a really outstanding group of pitchers. And we talked about the depth on the pitching staff that Kyle and I addressed earlier. You got the same depth in the offensive lineup, and this is a team that generally does not give away outs here. Eli Popo, the center fielder, takes a strike from Roden. Roden didn't have too much trouble with walking hitters, but hit batsmen were a different story altogether. Eli goes the opposite way, and he gets aboard for a base hit.
Number 24, McCovey Williams.
McCovey Williams will stand in, right-handed hitter. Williams going to hit that one up the middle. Looks like it'll fall in just beyond the reach of Bloodworth. That'll fall into center field. So the first 2 men aboard for the Generals. Lupo runs down to second base. Got Williams at first, and here is Austin Dean. Dean behind the plate for Dave Williams and company, wearing number 12. These jerseys almost kind of have a little bit of a San Diego Padres look to them. Pitch outside. Williams gets Dean gets ahead 1-0. Fisher on deck. Ball popped up off to the right. Count 1-1. Coming into the game, the Mustangs, again, clear of the field. In a sense, playing with house money today. Pitch upstairs as the count goes 2-1. Mustangs 11-3 in Area 4 action. Stewart's in second at 9-7. Then you have the log jam featuring the Generals and Eugene Challengers at 6-8. And we'll be keeping our eye on what's going on up north as Eugene and Grants Pass square away. 3-1 count. Runners at first and second. Game just underway. Roden looks to second, comes to the plate. There's a strike. Got a full count at 3-2. The Mustangs yet to retire their first batter of the game. Dean, even stance, fouls this one away, stays alive. One of the things that we've talked about where Roden is concerned, that he has shown an ability to work his way through pressure situations throughout the season. So no stranger to the challenge in front of him. Pitch fouled back to the backstop. It'll remain at 3-2. Wind blowing in from the northwest. Here just south of Medford on a beautiful day for baseball. About as good as it gets. That pitch will nick him on the arm. Dean hit by a pitch. And that's going to load him up as Williams goes to second. And Pupo goes to third. Brody Fisher, the hitter. Cleanup man hitting first base. Excellent opportunity for him. Bases juiced with nobody out. Swing and a miss, strike one. Roden can jack it up a notch. Team leader in strikeouts. Show us a little heat there. Bouncing ball hit to third. Play at the plate. They got force. So Fisher gets aboard on the fielder's choice. Pupo out at home. So you got Williams at third, Dean at second, Fisher at first, and here's Camden Hartlob. Roden stares in at his catcher, sets, comes to the plate. Pitch fouled off, evening things up at 1-1. Pitch just out on the outside. Hartlob playing second base, ahead in the count at 2-1. There's a strike. Count even up at 2-2. We've got one gone in the inning and the bases loaded. Roden comes to the plate, that pitch outside. So you got a full count. And no breathing room for the pitcher here. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air to left field. Pedersen retreats a couple of steps, makes the catch. The runner will tag. Throw wide of the plate. So Hartlaub will make it a 1-0 ball game in favor of the Generals on the sacrifice fly. So McCovey Williams gets his team on the board. And here's Caden Cooper, left-hand hitting designated hitter. Swing and a miss. Roden getting ahead here, 0-1. Dean's at second. Fisher at first. Outside on the pitch, 1-1. Roden, the pitch, swing and a miss as the count goes 1-2. Roden with several friends on the team. Originally started out at Ashland High School before transferring to South Medford. Pitch inside. We've got 2-2 with 2 gone and 2 runners on, with the Generals holding a 1-0 lead. Pitch popped up. McFall runs out of room as he tries to chase it down. Ends up about the area of the Mustangs bullpen. The Generals have gotten 1 in the inning. Can they get more? Another deep count as it runs full now. Caden Cooper, left-handed hitter. Here comes Roden. The runners go. That finds the hole. Base hit. Runner will come around third. Coming home is Dean to make it a 2-0 ball game. Caden Cooper, RBI single. So it's a 2-0 ball game. Third hit of the inning for the Generals. So we got Fisher at third, Cooper at first, and here's Cole Cooper, the third baseman. Breeze blowing in pretty good, and Cole will lace it foul as Roden gets ahead of him. Pitch just off the outside corner. Running the count to 1-1. So Roden throwing some pitches here in the inning. Surrendered 3 hits in the frame thus far. And he's finding himself working from behind maybe just a little bit more than he usually does. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. The Mustangs have already punched their ticket for Portland. Will open up Saturday at 4 o'clock. Runner goes, hit to the right side of the infield. Malari, there's a foot race to the bag. Malari tried to race him there. And that will load him up. Infield hit for Cooper.
Right fielder, number 6.
So Caden Cooper down to second. Fisher remains at third. Little visit from the dugout from the Mustangs Brain Trust. Talking things over. We're loaded up now with 2 out. Redmond already with 2 runs in the inning. Or should say now 3 in the inning. Snuck one in while I wasn't looking. We got runners at the corners. So Williams, Dean, and Fisher have all scored in this inning. Caden Cooper's at third. Cole Cooper's at first. Now we're up to date for Brady Kennedy. Ball hit in the air to left field. There to make the catch is Cade Pedersen. So in the top of the first, Redmond with 3 runs on 4 hits. No Mustang errors. We will go to the bottom of the first with Redmond leading Medford 3-0. Back in 60 seconds.
You work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
Welcome to the summer of good. Good people, good taste, good vibes, and good, well, everything. When you're ready for some old-fashioned good, Abby's is your place. We've been celebrating summers around the P&W for over 60 years. At Abby's, good is a legendary tradition. Here's a good-looking pizza, guaranteed to bring some summer smiles. And right now, it's on sale, so it's good for your wallet, too. This giant is loaded with toppings and can feed up to 6 people. Order at abbys.com. Give us a call or just drop by. It's the summer of good, only at Abby's.
Go to the bottom of the first in the batting order for the Medford Mustangs. Will go as follows. Easton Curtis will lead off and play center field, followed by Jackson Rosenthal in right. Keller Bloodworth is the shortstop hitting third, and the cleanup man playing the hot corner will be Sean McFall. The number 5 hitter is Tristan Malari playing first base. The DH hitting 6th is Grady Sickler. Hitting 7th and playing second base will be Keegan Painter. Brady Patterson is the catcher hitting 8th, and the number 9 hitter playing left field is Cade Patterson. They'll get set to go to work against Griffin Sanchez. Easton Curtis coming to the plate. Team leader in runs and stolen bases. Also one of the top players on the team for on-base percentage. Sanchez misses on the first offering, 1-0. Ball hit up the middle, little comebacker. Sanchez has a little trouble with it. And a throw over to first. And there's one away. That'll bring up Jackson Rosenthal. Among regulars on the Mustangs. He's the team leader in batting average, hitting .471. He is also the team leader in walks and the team leader in RBIs. Sanchez will get him started with a strike. Ball hit back up the middle. Bouncing ball to second, throw over to first. 4-3 on the play, and there's 2 gone. Looking at the lineup defensively, it is Fisher at first, Hartlob at second, who just made the play, Cole Cooper at third, and McCovey Williams at short. In the outfield, it is Gage Martinez, Brady Kennedy, and Eli Pupo. Geller Bloodworth in that 3 spot out of Ashland High, now at Feather River College. Finds himself in a 1-1 count. His team down 3-0 as Redmond takes the early lead. Sanchez ahead 1-2. Winds, fires, and that one smoked to left field, base hit. Medford with their first runner of the game.
Third baseman, number 18, Sean McFall.
And here's Sean McFall hitting out of the cleanoff spot. Student at Eagle Point High School. He's got Bloodworth at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. Throw over to first. Coming into the game, McFall hitting .344 on the season, a home run. Third on the team in RBIs with 38 on the season. Here, Sanchez throwing strikes early, is ahead 0-2. Pitch outside, that's going to get away from the catcher. Bloodworth down to second on the wild pitch by Sanchez. One and two the count, 2 gone. Bloodworth the runner at second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Mustangs pose a threat but are unable to capitalize. No runs, 1 hit, and no Generals errors. After 1, it is Redmond 3 and Medford nothing. We'll be back with the top of the second right after this. Top of the second at Harry and David Field. Generals with the early 3-0 lead, and they'll send the 9, 1, and 2 hitters to the plate. It'll be Martinez, followed by Eli Pupo and McCovey Williams. Martinez in left field, going to work against Evan Roden. Roden, the high leg kick, comes to the plate, pitch inside. One 0 pitch fouled back. That'll even things up. Before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy your favorite beverage. Dutch Bros gives back to the communities they serve and celebrate your big wins at your local Abby's Pizza location. Legendary pizza, legendary memories, Abby's. Here's Roden with the 2-1 pitch. Sends that one right down Broadway. Evens up the count at 2-2. Leadoff hitter in the top of the second as the Generals look to build on their early 3-0 lead. Pitch fouled back as Martinez stays alive. Score to pass along as we have Grants Pass and Eugene doing battle. After 2 complete innings, it's a 1-1 game between Eugene and Grants Pass. Again, of course, a battle going on for that third and final playoff spot. Ball hit in the air to center field. Curtis and Rosenthal converge. Rosenthal calls him off, and there's one gone. Roden gets the leadoff hitter in the inning, so we'll go to the top of the order. Eli Pupo singled in the first and forced out on a play at home. First pitch, he jumps right on it. And Bloodworth, Patterson came in on that. And Bloodworth not able to make the play. They'll rule that a hit. Guessing if Pedersen probably, honestly, in a better position to make the play. So now you have a runner on first with one gone. Eli now 2 for 2 on the day, and here's McCovey Williams, who singled and scored in the first. Roden, level up now on the count at 1-1. Pitch going the opposite way. That one's going to fall in front of Rosenthal. Generals collect their 6th hit of the ball game. So Williams aboard. Moves Eli Pupo up to second. And here is Austin Dean. He was hit by a pitch and later scored in the first. 2 on, 1 gone here in the second inning. Pitch upstairs. 1-0 to Dean. On deck, Brady Fisher. Pitch yanked foul. That'll run the count to 1-1. Roden from the stretch. Runner goes. Pitch fouled off. Roden trying to work his way through a little bit of second inning trouble. Roden looks back at the runner. Now going to throw over to second. Eli gets back in plenty of time as he remains at second base. Here's the pitch. With foul ball, it'll remain at 1-2. Roden comes to the plate. That's outside. 2-2. Brady Patterson. Does a good job of keeping that in front of him. Keeps the runners at first and second. Generals looking to extend that 3-0 lead. Patterson on the run. He can't quite get there. That'll drop in. A runner will come around third. And a play at the plate. Ball falls to the ground, and it's a 4-0 ball game. Austin Dean with the RBI single.
First baseman, number 21, Brody Fisher.
Eli Papo coming home and scoring the run. We got runners at first and second, one out. And here's Brady Fisher. Fisher swings and misses, strike one. Got activity down in the Mustangs bullpen. Right-hander warming up. Williams, the runner at second, starts to take off, but Fisher had backed out already, so Williams, the runner at second, will stay put. Got Dean at first. 0-1 the count with one gone. Redmond with a run here in the second has opened up a 4-0 lead. Here's Roden. Pitch will miss as the count goes 1-1. Fisher got an RBI on a fielder's choice, and then he ended up later scoring in the inning on an RBI single by Caper. Throw back to second base. Close play, but Williams gets back in time. Pitch Fouled back. 1-2 the count. So you got a 1-2 count with one gone, 2 runners aboard. Roden picks up his first strikeout of the day. Comes at an opportune time for him. 2 down now in the inning.
Second baseman, number 32, Camden Hartlob.
And here's Camden Hartlob. Hit a sacrifice fly in the first. Out to left field. Runners at first and second. And the fly ball. Room service there. Pedersen barely has to move, and he makes the play. For the Generals, they pick up another run in the inning on 3 hits. No Mustang errors. We'll be back with the bottom of the second. Redmond leading Medford 4-0. We'll be back after the 60-second timeout.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Well, we've got our roving reporter following the goings-on up north, and 4-1 is the Eugene Challengers lead over Grants Pass as they go to the bottom of the second. Eugene and Redmond fighting it out for playoff position. Redmond helping its own cause by taking the early 4-0 lead. Tristan Malari, leadoff hitter in the inning. Hits it down the Hartlob, throws over to Fisher at first. 4-3 on the play, and there's one gone. Grady Sickler. Number 6 hitter in the order, and he gets ahead 1-0. Sickler with a good eye, now up 2-0. He'll hit it and over to third, throw over to first. Is in time, and there's 2 gone. So Sanchez looking sharp thus far in the ball game. Here in this inning, he's already induced 2 groundouts. He did the same in the first inning. Keegan Painter will stand in. Second baseman out of South Medford. Offering from Sanchez off the plate. Painter starts out ahead. Fouls that one away. Sanchez now ahead 1-2. Painter coming into the game hitting .322 on the season. Has 16 walks against just 3 strikeouts on the season. So a good contact man here, and that's what he's going to need to do here with the count at 2-2 and 2 gone. Bouncing ball hit down to short. Throw across the infield in time. 3 up, 3 down for the Mustangs. Redmond remains in front of Medford 4-0. We'll be back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
In the heart of the Rogue Valley, RVTD connects us all, not just through miles traveled, but also through time. With renewable technologies and more convenient ways to get around, RVTD's building a future that keeps our region connected. Public transportation isn't just about getting from here to there. It's about the journey, past, present, and future. Rogue Valley Transportation District, celebrating 50 years of moving our community forward.
Don't miss the President's Day sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 25 Ram 1500 4x4. Jump online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Go to the top of the third. Redmond in the playoff fight. Eugene winning up in Grants Pass. And the Generals leading here. Standing in will be the DH, Caden Cooper. He'll be followed by Cole Cooper and Brady Kennedy. Cooper gets ahead here. He is 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI single and also scored a run. Looks like, there, Pedersen there to make the play, and there's one gone.
Third baseman, number 1, Cole Cooper.
So Roden and company get the leadoff guy off the books for the inning, and here is Cole Cooper. Cooper will foul that one away. Redmond started right out of the gate hitting. Pair of hits. Then Dean hit by a pitch. Fisher's fielder's choice brought home the first run. Then Hartlob came along in the first, hit a sacrifice fly, and then Caden Cooper followed with an RBI single. That gave us the 3-0 lead. RBI single by Austin Dean brought home Eli Pupo. And there you have the scoring for Redmond thus far in the game. Here, Cole Cooper ahead 2-1. Roden pours that one in, and we've got a 2-2 count. Fouled away. Redmond's third baseman staying alive in the count. Brady Kennedy on deck. Full count at 3-2. Base is empty with one gone. Fouled away in the direction of the Mustangs bullpen. That'll keep Cooper in the at-bat. Payoff pitch. And Cole draws the bases on balls. The first walk issued by Roden in the game. The right fielder, Brady Kennedy, who flew out to left in the first, stands in. Roden inside on his first offering. Throw to first. Cooper gets back in plenty of time. Strike from Roden. We're level up at ones. Runner goes. Pitch fouled off. Cooper will return to first. Kennedy will try to move him along. Throw to first. And then a pitch. Ends up in on the hit. Hit on the hip. So Kennedy on to first. That will move Cooper to second. And here's Gage Martinez. Pitching coach Brett Wolf, longtime head man for the North Medford Black Tornado. Used to work with the old single A Medford Colts program. Coming in here, trying to get Roden squared away. Sickler started the game as a DH, and it looks like he's going to begin to warm up in the Mustangs bullpen. See backup catcher Easton Douglas making his way down there to catch him. So you got Cooper at second, Kennedy at first, number 9 hitter Gage Martinez, the left fielder. Oh for 1, flew out to Rosenthal in the first inning. Throw back to second. Cooper taking a decent lead off first. Roden gets ahead of the hitter 0-1. Here with 1 gone, top of the third. Central Oregon leading in the game 4-0. Pitch gets away from Patterson. Cole Cooper says, I don't need an engraved invitation to go, and he'll move up. So it's runners at the corners now with 1 gone. Roden, bouncing ball, that's going to get through, base hit. Coming in to score is Cole Cooper. It's a 5-0 ball game on the RBI single by Gage Martinez.
Center fielder,
On the hit, Kennedy moves down to second, so you got runners now at first and second with one gone. Eli Pupo, 2 for 2 on the day, and scored a run in the second. And he's ahead here, 1-0 against Evan Roden. Left-hand hitting center fielder fouls that one away. So now Redmond, so far every inning, they've put up a run, 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. Opening game of a doubleheader. Pitch off the plate. 2-1 the count. Got a report that we've got Mason Baker now warming up in the bullpen for the Mustangs. Here, Roden works a 2-2 count against Pupo. Center fielder has been a nemesis for Roden and the Mustangs this afternoon. Roden comes to the plate, little comebacker, throw down to first, and there's 2 gone. That'll move the runners up 90 feet apiece. So Kennedy at third, Martinez at second, and here's McCovey Williams. He too is 2 for 2 on the day with a run scored. So plenty of offense from the Generals, and looking back at Saturday, Generals, from an offensive standpoint, had no trouble getting runners on against the Mustangs. Between the 2 games, the Generals with 19 hits. Roden comes in tight with that pitch. Williams ahead, 2-0. Pitch outside. Patterson has to chase it down. Three and 0 the count to the Redmond shortstop. Williams takes all the way. Reed takes his spot in the batter's box. 3-1 count with first base open. Ball hit in the air to left field. Pedersen runs back on it, closes the glove on it, finishes the inning. The Generals, 1 run on 1 hit. No Mustang errors. We'll go to the bottom of the third. We'll have that for you right after this.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Home half of the third inning, it'll be Brady Patterson, Cade Patterson, and then to the top of the lineup with Easton Curtis. Brady Patterson, the catcher out of North Medford High School, among regulars, the second leading hitter on the team, hitting .400. Grounder to short. And a bang-bang play at first. And there's one gone.
Left fielder, number 6, Cade Patterson.
One gone. So far, Sanchez in control. He's issued no walks, given up just the one hit. Patterson, leading home run hitter on the team for the Mustangs with 3 on the year. Patterson hitting .377 on the season with 3 home runs and 25 runs batted in. Here he's ahead of Sanchez. Yanks that one foul. One and one the count. And all generals so far in this ball game. Needless to say, they've got a lot to play for. Medford already having clinched first is more or less playing with house money. But still, you would rather end your season on a winning note than a losing one. Medford sweeping the Generals on Saturday over at their place. Pitch way inside. Got a full count at 3-2. Patterson will foul that one away. Stand back in. And Patterson will draw the first walk issued from Sanchez. And we'll go back to the top of the order, and Easton Curtis. He grounded out in his first at-bat. Curtis coming in to the game, .371. Team leading 27 stolen bases. Team leading in triples with 4. That one's going to get behind the batter, Curtis. And Patterson will motor on down to scoring position. So the wild pitch advances Patterson. Curtis with 18 extra base hits on the season, along with those 4 triples. Also one of the top hitters on the team in terms of drawing walks. And he'll hit the ball into center field. Pupo will have to take a few steps in, runs in on it, makes the catch, and there's 2 gone.
Right
Jackson Rosenthal. Central Oregon will remember him from Saturday. He hit his second home run of the year. Came into the game, 448, 2 home runs, 44 runs batted in, 42 walks. He's going to hit that out to right field. There to close the glove on it is Kennedy, and that will retire the side. Mustangs get a man aboard, but are unable to bring him home. We'll go to the top of the fourth with Redmond leading Medford 5-0. And we'll have more action for you on the other side of this break.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Top of the fourth at Harry and David Field on a beautiful Monday evening. Clear skies, a little bit of cloud on the horizon. Coming up for the Generals, we got Austin Dean, Brody Fisher, I should say, and Camden Hartlob. Dean 1 for 1, hit by a pitch and scored in the first. Hit an RBI single in the second. Here in the fourth, Roden starts out ahead of him. Ball hit in the air to right center field. And that one's going to fall to the turf. And motoring into second. On the error will be Austin Dean. Unfortunately, it's been that kind of game for the Mustangs. Looks like they're going to go ahead and credit him the hit, and we'll go with that. So for Redmond, that will be their 9th hit of the game. Brady Fisher brought home a run on a fielder's choice in the first. Later scored a run, and then struck out in the second. One 1-0 pitch. On the way, Roden with that high leg kick, and this one will get through for a base hit. So Fisher singles to left. Dean motors into third. Runners at the corners and nobody out. Camden Hartlob sacrificed in the first, flew out to left in the second. So statistically 0 for 1 on the day. He'll pop that one up in the air. And that's going to end up falling into fair territory. So Hartlob kind of dunks that one in. That'll bring Dean home. That's makes it a 6-0 ball game. When it rains, it pours. And there's another hit to right field. Hartlob into second. Cooper at first, picking up his second hit of the day, and here is Cole Cooper. 6-0 your score. Here's Cole Cooper, walked and scored in the third. Dances out of the way of the pitch from Roden. 1-0 the count. Shows bunt, will lay that one down. McFall throws down to first. And the sacrifice is successful. Bring that scoreboard up to date. It's actually a 7-0 ball game. Outside pitch from Road. Hartlop, the runner at third. Cooper at second. Offering yanked foul down the left field line. That'll make it 1-1. Kennedy swings and misses. Count 1-2. Make that now 2-2. Kennedy flew out the left in the first, hit by a pitch in the third. One out here with runners at second and third. Roden, the high leg kick comes to the plate. Three and 2 the count. With Gage Martinez on deck. Fly ball hit out to left. And that will retire the side after 3.5. It's the Redmond 6 and the Mustangs 0. We'll be back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you. Former athletes.
Parents.
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Go to the bottom of the fourth. We've got everything all sorted out here. It's been a fast and furious 3.5 innings. Redmond, or Central Oregon, if you will. I've seen them referred to both ways on this. They've already got 12 hits in the ball game. 6 runs to show for it. Meanwhile, Bloodworth, who has the lone hit of the game for the Mustangs, is standing in. He's going to pop this one up in the air to second base. There to make the play is Camden Hartlob. And there's one gone. Sean McFall struck out in the first. Swings and misses. Sanchez allowing just the one hit on the day. He has a strikeout to his credit along with a walk issued. Here we have a 1-1 count. McFall looks at the pitch off target. Ahead here, 2-1. Tristan Malari on deck. McFall hits a bouncing ball down the shortstop. The throw in time. 2 gone.
First baseman, number 8, Tristan Malari. So they should have 11 hits. We'll fix that in a minute.
Sanchez paints the plate, gets ahead 0-1 against Malari. Sanchez doing a great job of inducing the ground ball out. So far, the ratio is for Sanchez, he has induced 7 ground outs and 2 flyouts. And then he's got the strikeout for good measure. Swing and a miss. Malari doesn't strike out often, but he does there. And that will retire the side. So for the Mustangs, they go 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the top of the 5th with Redmond leading in the game. 6-0. We'll be back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options as far as a fresh dessert go. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning.
New pitcher into the ball game for the Medford Mustangs. Into the game, Mason Baker, his 8th appearance of the year. He's also made 4 starts. In 22 2/3 innings, he's allowed 16 hits, 9 runs, only 3 of them earned. Get this, he's only walked 1 hitter all year and has 10 strikeouts to his credit, 4-0 record with a team-leading ERA of .95. Tell you how long I've been in this business. Mason Baker's dad, Casey, and of course now Casey, been in the broadcasting business for a long time now. He was my board op when I did play-by-play for South Medford. I won't say when, but a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Gage Martinez will lead off the 5th inning. Gets ahead of Baker. Well, actually, no, it's a 1-1 count now. Last at bat, Martinez picked up an RBI single. So Roden went 4 innings. Allowed 11 hits, 6 runs in the game. All earned. 2-2 count. Leadoff man here swings and misses. Baker takes early control and records the first out of the inning. Eli Pupo, the hitter, 2 for 3 today. Along with a pair of hits, he's also scored a run. Promptly fouls that one off. Last at bat, he grounded out. Tell you, every time I've seen Baker, he's looked good. I remember back in the spring during the high school season, Kyle was on the call and I was doing camera for that game, and Mason working against Roseburg was just right on top of it all game long as the Black Tornado took the win in that game. Here, 2-1 count. Hupo hits it into the air to left field. There is Patterson. He's had a busy afternoon.
Shortstop, number 24, McCovey Williams.
Patterson with 6 catches on the day. Here's McCovey Williams. Williams hits a little dunker to right field. So the Redmond Generals with their 12th hit of the day. Runner on first, 2 out. Austin Dean. Great day for him so far. Scored a pair of runs, has 2 hits. Was also hit by a pitcher. And he's got a possible RBI opportunity here. Dean playing catcher for Redmond. Pitch hit foul as the count goes 1-1. Redmond, sponsored by SunWest General Contractors, and that explains the general nickname. Meanwhile, runner takes off, throw down to second base. He got him. Crime doesn't pay for the Generals. Williams caught stealing, and that will retire the side. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still Redmond out front, 6-0. We'll be back after this 1-minute break here on TableRockSports.net.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Bottom of the 5th. Redmond and Eugene fighting for playoff position. Redmond doing their part to lead in the ball game 6-0. Meanwhile, Grady Sickler hits the bouncing ball down to short. Fielded by Williams, thrown to Fisher, and there's one gone.
The second baseman, number 29, Keegan Painter.
6-3 on the play. And here's Keegan Painter. 0 for 1 on a ground out. Here, Painter gets ahead, 2-0. Painter will hit the bouncing ball down to third, throw to first, and Painter gets aboard on the error. So the Mustangs, they haven't had many of them, but they've got a runner here now. And here's Brady Patterson. Patterson, 0 for 1 with a ground out. And you got to love it when you have a 400 hitter in the number 8 spot in your batting order. Throw to first. Painter back in time. Painter has 5 steals to his credit on the year. Pitch off the plate. Get our scoreboard up to date here. 1-0 the count. Patterson, a week ago tonight, he hit a grand slam against Eugene. Took a game against the Challengers and blew it open. Left-handed hitting catcher. Well, you've seen him in the infield, too, playing third and also playing some second base. Painter at first. He's going to take off and go. Throw down to second, wide of the bag, and he's safe. Painter with his 6th swipe of the year. Got a 3-0 count with one gone. Pitch up high. And Patterson draws the walk, just the second issued. By Sanchez on the day. Got first and second now. Painter over there in scoring position. And here is Cade Patterson. Sanchez comes to the plate. And a little trouble with the ball there. They'll get the Williams. Lost the handle on it, but got the throw off in time.
Center fielder, number 3, Easton Curtis.
So Patterson on at first. Patterson at second. Easton Curtis, the hitter, with 2 out. Mustangs looking for their first run of the ball game. Pitch outside. 1-0 the count to the Medford center fielder. 0 for 2 on the day. Curtis, bouncing ball, third baseman, throws it across. And that'll do it for the Mustangs. It remains a 6-0 Redmond lead over Medford. We'll go to the top of the 6th, and we'll have that for you coming right up.
If you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
Welcome to the summer of good. Good people, good taste, good vibes, and good, well, everything. When you're ready for some old-fashioned good, Abby's is your place. We've been celebrating summers around the P&W for over 60 years. At Abby's, good is a legendary tradition. Here's a good-looking pizza, guaranteed to bring some summer smiles. And right now, it's on sale, so it's good for your wallet, too. This giant is loaded with toppings and can feed up to 6 people. Order at abbys.com. Give us a call or just drop by. It's the summer of good, only at Abby's.
We go to the top of the 6th. Casey Baker. Oops. Well, Dad gets another shout out, and meanwhile, Mason Baker comes in and for his second inning of work. Leadoff hitter in the inning, Austin Dean. Dean 2 for 2, been hit by a pitch as well and has scored a run in the game. Hitters count for Dean at 3-0. And Dean will walk on 4 pitches. So runner at first. Nobody out in here is Brody Fisher. Fisher knocked in a run on a fielder's choice and then later scored the first. Struck out, then hit a single and scored a run in the fourth. Here, he's got Dean on ahead of him. So Generals doing everything right so far in this ball game as they lead 6-0. Oh, 1 pitch. That's hit in the air to left center field. That one's going to fall in for a base hit. Fisher with the single. That'll move Dean up to second base.
Number 32, Camden Hartlove.
And here's Camden Hartlove, the second baseman. Sacrifice fly in the first, an RBI single in the fourth. Baker looks the runner back to second. Pitch will miss. As Hartlove gets ahead here. Baker looks at the runner. Bouncing ball down to third. McFall gets the runner at second. Runner breaks up the potential double play. Fisher there with a slide into second. That'll put runners at first and third as Hartlove aboard on the fielder's choice. So you got Dean at third, Hartlove at first, and here's Caden Cooper. So with the play at second, we have one gone in the inning. Caden hits a bouncing ball down to first. Malari will step on the bag to record the out. Meanwhile, Dean comes home to make it a 7-0 ball game.
Third baseman, number 1, Cole Cooper.
So the Generals stretch the lead, and now here's Cole Cooper Cooper hits that high in the air to left field. Pedersen is there, closes the glove on it for the out. And that will retire the side, but not before Redmond puts another number on the board to make it 7-0. We will take a quick timeout and be back with the bottom of the 6th right after these messages. Well, I caught... Go to the bottom of the 6th. It'll be Jackson Rosenthal, followed by Keller Bloodworth and Sean McFall. Rosenthal grounded out and flown out in the game. And Sanchez, who's been working in yeoman fashion this evening, gets ahead 0-1. Working on a one-hit shutout right now. Rosenthal will knock that into left field for the base hit. So Rosenthal goes the opposite way. His first hit of the ball game, just the Mustangs' second. Bloodworth, who singled to left in the first and popped up to second in the fourth, is now the Mustangs' hitter. I would say that this is the meat of the Mustangs order, but as far as I'm concerned, the meat of the order for the Mustangs is the whole thing. When your lowest batting average on the team is in the 270s, you're a good hitting team. Meanwhile, bouncing ball up the middle. They get the runner at second, on to first. The twin killing clears the bases. And here's Sean McFall. 6-4-3 double play. McFall fouls it back. 0-1 the count. McFall has struck out, grounded out in the game. 0 for 2. And he'll hit the ball out into left field. Go back and into the Mustang. Well, yeah, the very back of the Mustang bullpen. So now the count 0-2 on the very loud strike. So McFall comes back home, grabs his bat, goes back to work against Sanchez. Bouncing ball hit up the middle. gets a favorable bounce, and that'll go into center field for a base hit. Hit smack dab up the middle. And we have a pinch hitter in the ball game. Kellen Willer will hit for Malari. Bring up the right-handed hitter here. Sanchez gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Willer with a pair of home runs on the year, 16 runs batted in, hitting .273 with 15 hits and 55 at-bats. Sanchez will miss on the pitch as Willer gets ahead in the count. 2-1. With McFall, the runner, at first. Pitch fouled away. Runner will take off, and that one, Willer, goes the opposite way. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 gone. Willer had a good weekend over in Central Oregon, and he keeps that trend alive as the slugger hits to right. So he's at first. McFall's at third. And here's Grady Sickler. Pitch down and in. Sickler ahead here, 1-0. So that's the third hit given up by Sanchez in this inning. Pitch outside. Gets away from the catcher, Dean. McFall starts to make a move, then thinks better of it and heads back to third. Probably a wise decision. Dean back behind the plate. Sanchez getting ready to work. Sickler ahead of him at 2-0. Pitch off the outside corner of the plate as the count goes 3-0. Sickler had several games before he recorded his first walk, but you can kind of see now he's continued to refine his plate discipline, and he's in double digits on that. And here, Sickler draws the walk, and that will load him up for Keegan Painter. A 2 gone. McFall at third. Willer at second. Sickler at first. Little check swing there and fouled off. Sanchez gets ahead of Painter. 0-1. Mustangs trailing 7-0, but a great opportunity here. And as we mentioned earlier, Painter with a good batting eye. But here, Sanchez ahead of him, 0-2. Sanchez delivers, pitch outside. 1-2 the count with 2 gone. Mustangs looking for their first run of the game. Sanchez. Painter lays off of that one. 2-2 the count. Sanchez comes to the plate. He misses outside, and it's 3-2. Sanchez got no place to put him without it costing a run. Payoff pitch. Bouncing ball hit up the middle. Throw across the infield is in time. Sanchez works his way out of danger and keeps the shutout. We go to the top of the 7th. It's Redmond 7, Medford nothing. We'll be back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
In the heart of the Rogue Valley, RVTD connects us all, not just through miles traveled, but also through time. With renewable technologies and more convenient ways to get around, RVTD's building a future that keeps our region connected. Public transportation isn't just about getting from here to there. It's about the journey, past, present, and future. Rogue Valley Transportation District, celebrating 50 years of moving our community forward.
Don't miss the President's Day sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 25 Ram 1500 4x4. Jump online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
I think Redmond might. We go to the top of the 7th. We got a score to pass along to you, and the doubleheader between the Eugene Challengers and the Grants Pass Nuggets. Eugene takes the opener by a score of 6-5. So the Generals need a win here to keep pace. Now, what would be interesting to find out is who between the two teams has the tiebreaker between Redmond and Eugene. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe, now I could be completely wrong on that, but I believe Redmond has that tiebreaker. Leadoff hitter here in the 7th, Brady Kennedy. Mason Baker, who came on in relief of Evan Roden in the 5th, continues to work. Pitch outside. 1-2 the count. Leadoff hitter of the inning. We got Martinez and Pupo after this. Kennedy makes contact there, keeps alive in the count. He's going to hit that one up the middle. That'll fall in for a base hit. Kennedy with his first hit of the game. For the Generals, well, Redmond has 14 in this game. Here's Gage Martinez. Martinez had an RBI single in the third. He's also struck out and flied out. 1 for 3 on the game. Uh, 1-0 the count to Martinez. Baker sets from the stretch. Pitch in under the hands. Martinez ahead, 2-0. Pupo on deck. McCovey Williams in the hole. Pitch fouled away. Make our way towards 7 o'clock. And again, this will be our lone broadcast of this doubleheader, but there is a game 2 that follows this one. And we'll see how things sort out between Redmond and Eugene before the evening is over. 2-1 pitch from Baker. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Two-two pitch on the way. That one will get away from Patterson. Kennedy trots into second. He's in scoring position now. Full count. First base open. Here's Baker, fouled away. The count will remain at 3-2. Payoff pitch. That'll find its way into the grandstands. Martinez hanging tough here against Baker. Ball popped up on the infield fly. There to haul it in is Painter. There's one gone. Eli Pupo. 2 for 4 on the day. And he's also scored a run. Would have had another, but had a forced play at home. He was thrown out there. Pupo with Williams on deck. Bouncing ball hit down to third. McFall has it. Rockets across the infield, and there's 2 gone. 5-3 on the ground down.
Shortstop, number 24, McCovey Williams.
Kennedy advances on the play. He's down at third, and here is McCovey Williams. Williams 3 for 4 on the day. Baker inside on that first pitch. As Williams gets ahead, 1-0. Outside, 2-0 the count with 2 gone. Top of the 7th. And the Mustangs will have one final opportunity after they get done here. But first, that one's going to drop in for a base hit. Williams with the RBI single. As Kennedy comes home. 15 hits in the game for Redmond. And they lead 8-0. Austin Dean. He has got on every time he's come up to the plate. He's been hit by a pitch, drew a walk, and has 2 singles. Pops this one up off to the right. Rosenthal runs out of room there. But yeah, Williams with 3 hits in the game. No, Dean, I'm sorry, the hitter now. 2 hits in the game. Walk, hit by a pitch, and he scored 3 runs. Baker gets ahead here, 0-2. He's got the advantage now with 2 gone. Should Dean get aboard? We got Brody Fisher on deck. That offering from Baker bounced foul. That keeps Austin Dean alive in the at-bat. So with Eugene's victory over Grants Pass, that elevates their league record to 7-8. If Redmond holds on, they will go to 7-8. So there will be a lot riding on the nightcap for game number 2 here. And game number 2 in Grants Pass. Baker out of the stretch. Inside. 1-2 the count. Ball on the ground to McFall. McFall rockets the throw across the infield to Willer, and that will retire the side. Redmond picks up a run in the inning on an RBI single from McCovey Williams, which brought Kennedy home. Makes it 8-0. We'll be back with the bottom of the 7th right after this.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Bottom of the 7th. Griffin Sanchez looking to go the distance. Currently working on a 4-hit shutout. But to get there, he's got to go through Brady Patterson, Cade Pedersen, and Easton Curtis. Pitch popped out of play. Patterson 0 for 1, grounded out and walked. Patterson will look at the pitch outside. That'll even it up at 1-1. Ooh, that one inside. Patterson scoots off the plate. 2-1 the count. Outside pitch, 3-1. Patterson. Over 20 walks on the season, so he's not adverse to drawing the walk, and he does so here. He ends up getting a second walk of the game as he goes down to first, leading off the inning. And here's Cade Pedersen. Pedersen in the ball game. Drew a walk in the 3rd. Got aboard on a fielder's choice. And now this pitch will get away from the catcher, and Patterson down to second. So a runner in scoring position. One and 0 the count to the lefty hitting left fielder. Pedersen grounds to second. Hartlob picks it up, throws to first. One gone. And Patterson advances. Here's Easton Curtis. Curtis 0 for 3, a pair of ground outs and a fly out to center. Sanchez gets in front of him. Oh, and 1 the count. Curtis will hit at the ball into left center field. That one's going to fall in for a base hit. Coming home to score will be Brady Patterson, and the shutout is gone. Easton Curtis with his 15th double of the year. Making it 8-1, and now here's Jackson Rosenthal. Singled to left in his last at-bat. Pitch gets away from the catcher, Dean, and down to third. goes Easton Curtis. One 0 pitch with one down. Sanchez catches the corner. They'll even it up at 1-1. Pitch off the plate. Sanchez. Looks like he's showing some signs of wear here. Well in front. Now 3-1 the count to the team leader in walks. And not by a little bit. And Rosenthal draws the base on balls. Got runners at the corners now with one gone.
Shortstop, number 37, Keller Bloodworth.
Rosenthal drawing his 43rd walk of the year. And here is Keller Bloodworth. 1 for 3 on the day. Rosenthal at first. Curtis at third. So runners at the corners, one gone. Got activity in the Generals bullpen. Right down Broadway for Sanchez as he gets ahead of the hitter Bloodworth. Sean McFall on deck. Bloodworth standing in with a 1-1 count. Sanchez turns as if he's going to throw to first, get runner back. Bouncing ball hit down to third. They'll get the man at second and on to first. Double play. And that, my friends, will deliver the win for the Redmond Generals, who by virtue of their victory stay even with the Eugene Challengers for third place as they fight to qualify for that number 3 spot and then move on to the play-in round, which is supposed to commence tomorrow. Now, this is going to wrap up our broadcast for today's game, but I want to remind you that game number 2 of this doubleheader will be coming up in about 25 minutes. The Mustangs, who've already clinched first, they fall to 11-4 on the season, while Redmond goes to 7-8. Between them is the Roseburg Dock Stewarts, who have a league mark of 9-7 this year. So for Redmond, 8 runs on 15 hits and an error. Medford with 1 run, 5 hits, and 1 error. Picking up the win will be Sanchez, who goes the distance for the victory. And Evan Roden will take the loss. That'll wrap things up here for executive producer Joe Brett and my cameraman Kyle Clements. I'm Jim McCoy. Thank you for joining this evening. and have a great night.